Right, now then, we need to do the inseam, and again I'm going to work from the bottom and work my way up the inseam, so I want plenty of water in here. So it's basically exactly the same as what we just did on the other side. We're going to take a pinch of cloth, we're going to pull that through, and this is, as I say, this is quite a protruding calf, so I want quite an S shape on this, so I want to stretch that through, you know, don't really want it creeping up into here. And then give that a good stretching up there. You know, always make sure you take a nice wide grip of the cloth there, otherwise you end up pulling in weird places and the structures is all wrong. You can pull it right out of shape if you do that. So I think I just hit the camera then. Let's pull that through again. A little bit of water on it just to give it a little, just to shrink that a little bit away there. And then I think if we pull this way, we might just need to work on that out seam a little bit there again, just to pull that through. There we are, we've got a little bit of knee there, look. Right, and then I'll just turn this over because it just makes it easier for me to work it a little bit. What we're going to do now is, on here, as I said in the other video, this is kind of straight, but it curves around this way, what we'll do when I've finished it, which then fits into this shape here. So we just need to straighten this a bit, but we're going to straighten it by shrinking here and pushing the cloth into here. What that does is it creates a small pocket just here, which which is is useful, to be polite. So what I'll do is I'll just stick a bit of water in there, water around there, and then work that in like that. It's a bit awkward, but it's easy for you to see, I think, if I do this. So you can see how it's creating this fleeting here, look, so we just shrink that away. And sort of work that in. And you want to make sure always that you don't get a build up of cloth under there, which you can accidentally press a crease into, because it's not going to be easy to get out, you know. On a hop sack like this, it's not too bad, you can get it out and it doesn't really notice. See how that's pulled that up nicely? But if you're on a super fine, you know, something over a super 130 or something like that, then you're going to have a bit of a problem trying to straighten it and neaten it back up again. You know, these heavier cloths, anything under a super 120, take the iron so nicely. You know, you've got to work slightly differently on the higher super numbers, really. Right, that's that. See, we've pushed a little bit of shape into there, and move that out of the way. And there we go. Just want to pull that through, shrink that away there a little bit. The shape's there, it's just not shrunk away enough. You know, you've done the stretch, and now you just want to shrink. So you want to stretch always and then shrink away any fullness. You know, as I said before, if you try and do this just by shrinking, the shape will just fall out. It won't last. And that's what happens if you shape it afterwards. You know, if you shape it beforehand, all this, you know, I've cut all this specifically so when it's ironed like this and then sewn together, this shape just stays in. I've got another short video planned to show you the difference between the two ways of working on two finished pairs of trousers. But you can see how this has come forward nicely, you know, whereas this comes forward. So if I turn this over, you know, you can see now how this goes together quite nicely. I just need to pull that through a little bit here. So I probably just need to stretch that a little bit there. It's not probably quite stretched enough. And because I'm just stretching the edge here, I'm holding a slightly narrow grip here. And that should do that. So let's just stretch that edge nicely. You see how that comes around again now? And then this will go together. So, you know, there's your fork area. Okay, so there we are.